Good day to you, fellow comic book enthusiasts. How the heck are you? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, depending on whether or not this is my first video. I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. Guys, I am excited about today. I am currently driving over to Winchester to their Peddlers Mall. There's a vendor, a booth leaser in that Peddlers Mall, booth number 86. Shout out to booth number 86. If you leave your business card behind, I'll give you a proper shout out sometime, but right now all I know you as is number 86, like some kind of a secret agent or something. Which wasn't that in Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, wasn't that his number, 86? I know his girlfriend was Agent 99. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about and if you know that a little bit of trivia. Anyway, booth number 86. I discovered this guy or gal last week. I was going around to some of the peddlers malls in the towns surrounding Lexington, and I discovered this vendor last week, and man, he had such good stuff. I don't know if he owns a comic book shop and just also has this booth, or if he just does the booth. But in the back of his booth, he had, a rack full of modern comics. And modern, I don't mean, modern age. I mean like recent books that are currently on the shelves at your local comic book store. So he had current books on the back, a lot of different variants, a lot of like virgin retailer incentive variants, things like that, for cheap. I mean, for at least $1 or more below their current cover price. And then in addition to that, what I really got the most joy from and the most benefit from was just boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of comics. Specifically, he had boxes of, again, recent, current books, just a ton of, number one variants, virgin variants, retailer incentive variants, for like $1, $2. And then in addition to that, just the majority of his boxes, and then there had to have been, I don't know, 12, 13 long boxes of comics in addition to the stuff he has on the racks. All these boxes of just, older back issues. A lot of like King and Dell and Gold Key. A lot of Silver Age stuff and stuff from, my childhood, late 70s and early 80s, and Conan and Tarzan and, Flash Gordon and Tales of Suspense and, Tales to Astonish and all, Journey into Mystery, all this great stuff. And today is Thursday, so it's the day after New Comic Book Day, as you know. So I'm excited to go. I've been chomping at the bit all week to get back up here. But being the day after New Comic Book Day, I'm really curious to see what new books he has, and I'm really curious to see if I can find some great deals and maybe even some great steals. So when we get here, I'm going to go in, see what they have, and I'll come back out and report to you guys. Okay? See you in a bit. Hey guys, all right, so it is now a few days later. It just didn't work out the other day. It was late in the day. I was trying to rush to get to another Peddlers Mall, and then the sun was brutal, and it was coming in the windows to where it was reflecting off of the bags on these books, and just all kind of things happened to where I couldn't shoot the reveal portion of the video that day. So here we are a few days later. Got my sun visor from the apartment and blocking some of the sun from coming in. So I think we can pull this off today. You know, first off, when I went in there, I was a little disappointed. It was the day after New Comic Book Day. It was a Thursday, and I had really hoped that the guy had restocked his back shelf, full of current comics, a lot of current, #1 variants and things, a lot of multi-issue variants for $1 or $2 cheaper than cover. He hadn't restocked yet at that point. Ended up running into a guy I know from my preferred local comic book shop of choice in Lexington, the Vault Comics and Collectibles. Shout out to Seth and Brittany over there. I'll be talking much more about that shop and those fine folks over there. But ran into a guy I know from that shop. He was, flipping through the boxes, and apparently he's had contact with the booth owner in the past, and the guy apparently lives, out in the boonies, out in BFE, as we say around these parts. If you know what BFE stands for, comment below. But he kind of lives out in BFE, and a few counties away, and apparently he doesn't get to the booth all that often to, turn over his inventory. So, oh well. But I did go through the boxes, and I found some pretty good stuff. Some stuff I passed on last week. Other things I either missed last week or they just didn't register last week. Picked some of those up. And then there are a couple that I don't remember seeing from last week. So, maybe they did come in and throw some new books in the boxes. I don't know. But hey, without further ado, let's get to it. We're going to start with, the books that don't mean that much to me, that aren't super cool, some cover buys, etc. And then we'll get progressively cooler and more important, in some cases, more valuable. So let's start out with this one. This is still a current book that's up on the shelves now. We've got Savage Avengers #1. Volume 2, $3 pickup, and yeah, it's a newer book, so it's still only worth the cover price of $4. But like I said, it's a $4 cover price. It's a current book that you can find on the shelves in most any comic book shops right now, and it's for $3. So I saved $1. So that's pretty cool. And this was just a cover buy. This variant cover is by, who was it? Raphael Albuquerque, an artist I've never heard of, but man, I love that cover. I'm a huge Conan fan, and that's just, that does it for me. So this was a straight cover buy. Savage Avengers #1, the Albuquerque variant. All right, next up, straight up cover buy. You will know if you continue to watch these videos. I am an Alex Ross fanatic. He is my GOAT. He is my top artist of all time. I love that dude. I love his work. I don't think anybody else should touch Superman. I think he did it as good as anybody's going to do it. Nobody else should even try. And I love his Captain America. This is Captain America Iron Man #2. Super cool cover. Captain America Iron Man by Alex Ross. Again, let's see. It was a $1. Okay, $1 pickup, and just for the cover. But awesome cover. Good find. Okay, next up. This is not a book I'm interested in. I'm really not interested in horror comics, for the most part. But this is Nita Hawes' Nightmare Blog, #1. It's one of the variant covers. I can't remember which cover it is. But the artist on this book is Jason Sean Alexander. He's the artist for Philadelphia, if you read that title. This was just kind of a support buy. Jason Sean Alexander, I follow him on Twitter, and I've interacted with him quite a lot on Twitter, and he just seems like a decent dude. I mean, he's more than willing to interact with his fans. Great artist. Does some painting and sells prints of his paintings. Just a cool guy. One time on Twitter we interacted about, I recommended a cartoon, an animated series called Kid Cosmic for his kids. He has some little kids as well, and then he turned around and recommended Craig of the Creek for me, so we each kind of started watching the other's recommendation with our kids. And so, just a little personal nod, personal thank you to Jason Sean Alexander. So I picked up Nina Hawes' Nightmare Blog, #1, just for him. Shout out to Jason Sean Alexander. Cool guy. Okay, now we're starting to get into the nitty gritty. This was a good find, and I picked up quite a few of these Wizard exclusive half issues last week, and I'm sure I'll get to those in an upcoming video. And I can't imagine if I saw this one last week I would have passed on it, because Red Star is one of those books from back in the day that I collected all the issues and really liked the book. The artwork was this, kind of 3D, computer generated artwork. It just had a really cool look to it. So I like this book quite a lot. The Red Star, the Wizard exclusive half issue, for $2. And I mean, all of these Wizard exclusives that I got from Booth 86, they all come with the official Wizard embossed sleeve. They all come with the certification of authenticity. Just very cool finds, and they all end up being, I think all the ones I picked up were $2. So this is a pretty, out of all the books I got from Booth 86 that day, except for the other half issue exclusives, but out of the batch I got that day, this one is the most valuable. It's in the best shape. It's easily a 9.4, if not higher. And a 9.4 for this book right now goes for about $13. So $13 book at least for $2. Pretty excited about this find. Great book. Very cool find. Very happy. This one was just I don't know, just kind of a nostalgic, cool factor issue. It's Secret Wars #2, but it's the Hasbro 25th anniversary issue. So a 9.4, and this isn't a 9.4, but a 9.4 goes for about $7. I got this one for $2. And even though it's the Hasbro anniversary issue and not one of the original #2s, still a pretty cool find. Next up, we've got World's Finest #284. World's Finest 284, cover B. Cool thing about this is that this apparently is the no date variant. So they don't have the month and the year at the bottom of that box like they do in the in 284A. So this is 284B, the no date variant. Puts this at as a $12 book, obviously for 9.4. $12 book. I picked it up for $2. So pretty cool little find. Next up, we have World's Finest Comics $2.98, featuring Superman and Batman. 298B. It's a direct edition. 9.4 goes for $10. This was a $2 pickup, and it's in pretty good shape. All these books are in pretty good shape. Some better than others. That World's Finest. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this World's Finest not in great shape. Has some creases and some crinkling on the cover. Yeah, some rips. You know, not the best shape, but again, just kind of a cool find for $2. This one, World's Finest Comics, $2.98. It's in much better shape. Spine looks pretty good. Spine corners look pretty good. The outer corners, you know, a little rounded. I'm sure there's probably some scuffs and staining on the back, but in pretty good shape. For $2, I'm okay with it. I'm happy with that. Now this one, this is a cool book. This is one that I passed on the last time I was here. From Charlton Comics, Ghost Manor number 29. And for me, this was, it's primarily the cover. I love this cover. I am a sucker for, you know, retro sci-fi. Any retro sci-fi characters, Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, things like that. And even though this is a kind of a, you know, horror title from Charlton, it's a sci-fi cover, and I dig it a lot. I had some issues trying to find. This is like volume 6, I believe. So when I was trying to track down the price for a 9.4, I was having a hard time. I wasn't really sure if I was finding the price information for volume 6 or not. So take this with a grain of salt. But Ghost Manor 29 volume 6, I think, is a $20 book. I picked it up for $5, and it's in pretty good shape. It's in pretty good condition. You don't have any folds or creases. Corners all look pretty good. And the cool thing about this is that there are multiple stories in each of these issues. Ghost Manor, I guess, you know, is a kind of like a vignette book that has multiple stories in each issue. One of the stories inside here is drawn by Steve Ditko, which is pretty awesome. So again, I passed on it last week. I don't know. I was having a hard time finding out the real value of it. And then for $5, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to pull the trigger on it. But, you know, I went home and I kept thinking about it. So I knew that when I went back, I would pick this book up, and luckily it was still there in the boxes. So Ghost Manor, number 29, $5 pickup, $20 book, arguably. Super awesome cover, Steve Ditko interior art, pretty good find. Now this book, wow. This book for me, this cover blew me away. I had to pick it up. It's not in good condition. It's not in good condition at all. World's Finest number, I'm going to lean in here for this one. World's Finest number 247. Oh man, I mean, just look at that cover. It blows me away. It's Superman basically as, you know, the Fuhrer. He's got his whole army with the Superman emblem armbands, doing the Heil. That is a disturbing, striking cover to me. You know, the fact that, you know, Superman was created by two Jewish Americans, and on this cover, Superman is being represented as the true Superman, the Übermensch, you know, that Nietzsche spoke of. And the Nazis took Nietzsche's philosophy and just kind of bastardized it and corrupted it for their own ends. But yeah, he's being represented as the true Superman, the true Übermensch. And that just goes to show, Superman to me is one of my favorite characters of all time. And the great thing about Superman is that he has the power of a god, but it's his humanity that makes him so great. He could take over the world in a heartbeat, but it's his humanity. It's the way he was raised that makes him so great, that makes him such a great hero. And there have been different, Elseworld stories, Red Sun or whatever, where it's that nature versus nurture argument. If Superman was placed in a different environment and raised a different way, would he still grow up to be a hero, or would he grow up to be a conqueror? And so this cover to me is just kind of, I don't know, kind of gets me right here. It's disturbing. It's disturbing to see Superman portrayed in this manner, but definitely my book of the week. This is my coolest, greatest find. Just a cool cover, and it's by no means 9/4. A lot of ripping and tears at the staples and creases. It's there are tears up top. Not in good shape, but I had to pick it up, especially for $2. A 9/4 right now is going for about 18, and that will never see that top dollar. But I don't plan on getting rid of any of these books, really. These are more than likely 99.9% all going to stay in my private collection. But for $2, it was a no-brainer. Had to pick this book up. Hey guys, thanks for coming along on this little road trip through the bluegrass. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Y'all, I am passionate about this, okay? This is my passion project. I love the idea of driving through this beautiful bluegrass state of mine, hunting down awesome, cool, rare, hard to find, back issue books, and showing them to you, sharing that thrill of the hunt, that thrill of discovery with you all. So I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you keep coming back for more, because I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep putting out these videos. If you appreciate my passion, okay, if you want to show support for someone like me that is as passionate for something as they can be, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I drop a new video, and keep coming back. Keep showing me that love and support, guys, okay? I really appreciate it. I will see you all next time.